What it do? What it do? You good now, Adrian? You,
Yeah, man.
I'm trying to change. I'm messing with these layouts because I don't understand why our names don't show up at the bottom, but I guess they ain't gonna show up. What the hell? What's going on with that? I just noticed that when I was going back to rewatch stuff. I'm like, where are our names at? Work on that. I don't know. So, you good now, Adrian? Drena, you good? Y'all both was having a hectic time just now.
It's been crazy.
Oh, Carl, no reason to apologize. I appreciate the questions. You just be hitting them. You be hitting me with them as soon as I get on. I don't be ready. You be catching me off guard. You good, Carl? You good? You good? You good? We appreciate the interaction and the questions. He said we was acting like they was too difficult. No, they're not difficult. It's just a lot. When you come on, it's a lot of questions. But I think I think we answered most of the questions.
Right. It's just your questions don't have anything to do with the show, Carl. The topics that we're talking about, they just be random. You want this to be the Carl show? All about you, Carl?
We can bring you on now. I promise you we can. We can bring you on.
You want to come on, Carl? We'll let you come on here.
Mm-hmm. Look, how has y'all week been? It seemed like it's Friday to me. I don't know why. It's only Tuesday.
Bring Carl on. Hey, we trying to. Nah, I'm good.
Oh, well, let Carl be in the comments. You know, everybody don't want to be on the camera, so we're gonna leave Carl alone. We appreciate you in the comments, Carl.
Yeah.
What y'all been doing this week? Y'all been good? Y'all feeling good? Y'all all right?
Hey man, my sinuses is acting up, so it's been a little struggle for me. Working, no sleep, working, no sleep, and working. That seemed to be the life.
New daddy life. Second time around daddy life.
Hey man, and y'all want me to do this again? Not even. I'm like Kevin Hart. Take my ball.
You can come on anytime you want to come on. Let us know the day and we will have you on. I'll send you the link ASAP. Whenever you want to come on. Yes, indeed.
Like Kevin Hart, like I said, take my balls. I ain't having no more. What up? Snip.
Carl, I'm glad you had a good week. That's what I said. It's only temporary, Adrian.
Huh?
It's only temporary.
I said, you don't want a girl?
Nah, I'm good.
Juan said pause. Hold on. Wait, pause.
Because I said take my balls? I ain't pausing on that. I meant that.
Not your balls. You just want to take the ability for the sperm to produce a baby away, not the balls themselves. I think you still want your balls. I safe to say that you wouldn't want
What
them
they
gone.
serve.
Daniel, where were you last week? We missed you. You missed such a great show. Oh my God. Dang, Daniel.
Hey, Juan, I bet it will hurt, but I ain't having no more kids, homie.
Oh my God. You don't want to
So
be
it's
like
just
Nick
an
Cannon,
expression.
Father Abraham. He just had his 8th baby.
Yo, somebody need to check him and the women he continuing to have babies with for mental stability.
Seriously.
Who? Nick?
Yes. Yeah, it's just ridiculous. Carlson, make that a shirt. Take my balls.
Take my balls. Take my balls. Do you want a girl? No.
You want a girl. You just don't want to go through the struggle of the baby
You're
part.
doing this again.
Oh my God.
I know people who say they need a girl because the boys won't take care of them when they get to their old age.
Man,
That's true.
About that.
That's true. That is true. Oh, Dan, you was in Ohio, drinking copious amounts of wine. Well, excuse us. We didn't mean to bother you. You missed a good show. I hope you go back and watch it. It was pretty epic. It's pretty epic. Pretty ridiculous. Oh Lord, Daniel said he's been clipped for 25 years. God, Lee, damn, you on plan. Uh-oh. You know what? We need to have Juan and Tiffany on at the same time.
Yeah.
They're scoring behind selves. Hey, good night, little Adrian. You're not speaking to me today? That's all right. That's cool. Mm-hmm. Oh, he said Adrian like a low budget Kendrick Perkins. Oh Lord, Adrian.
Not Carl.
Carl, you Carl.
Carl, that's the only one you get, buddy. That's the only one you get. Don't try it again.
Oh, not a low budget Kendrick. Oh, Jesus. Oh,
right.
Okay. That was a first. Never heard that.
Never heard I look like Kendrick Perkins in life.
Never.
I've never heard I look like such. Anyway. That's why, I'm going to let you have that one.
Oh, my God. Okay, well, for those who may tune in and watch the show and who have never saw us or know who we are right now. The Battle Buddies. In a few minutes, we won't be. We'll be something else, and I'll let you know who we are going to be because the votes are in for our new name for the podcast. But I will introduce my co-hosts right now. We have the low budget Kendrick Perkins. No, I'm joking. We have the one and only Mr. Adrian Taylor, aka
low budget Kendrick Perkins, apparently.
aka
Mr. GC.
Hey. And then we have Miss Drena Dreen, just getting off work, aka
I work hard for my money.
aka
Drena finds out.
she better find out. Let me find out.
I always try to. And throwing it back to our host, we have Miss aka
the core queen.
AKA, because it looked like she's freezing up.
Man?
Yeah.
Miss published model again as of this morning. It dropped. Let's go. The core queen is published again. Hey. Listen, y'all. First of all, let me tell y'all, I went back and watched that last episode. We froze up so much. It was ridiculous. Look at the Wi-Fi together. So you know what I did today? I plugged into the actual RJ45. I plugged into the wall. I was like, I'm not doing Wi-Fi anymore on this podcast. We going straight old school wired connection because that was crazy. Just so y'all know, because we froze up a lot, and it was so many good moments I wanted to clip, and I'm like, we froze. But yeah,
she must have an Android.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Because Samsung is everything. Samsung, don't do that. Y'all be tripping. Carl, you saw the
Adrian,
episode?
what you have?
I got an iPhone.
Oh, I have an Android.
Me too. I got Samsung everything. Literally, my whole entire house. Everything Samsung. So, y'all, we're going to go ahead and announce the winner of the new name of our podcast. And this was a close running for the votes. If you didn't vote, sucks to be you. I put it on every platform, all over the place. We asked during the podcast last week. I counted those votes as well, the ones who did vote in the comments from last week. And I will tell you the vote. It was a tie. I mean, it was a close run between Don't Hate the Messenger and Breaking Barriers. The actual total votes for Don't Hate the Messenger was 11 votes, and Breaking Barriers was 13 votes. So our new podcast name is Breaking Barriers Podcast. I don't have a sound thing, so that was the crowd cheering. So what's funny about the name is that it's still the same initials. That'll be our new podcast name. I'll work on getting the logo and change everything up. All the platforms will change. So when you see Breaking Barriers, don't think about Buddies anymore. We're going new era, new podcast co-hosts, new everything. So, and trying to get more into what we actually are doing on the podcast. We are breaking barriers. We're changing things. We're trying to educate people. So, but still don't hate the messenger.
Didi, you should have been in the WNBA. Take that as a compliment.
I'm not even tall enough to be in the WNBA. Who said that? Oh, okay. I don't know. All right, sure. Anyway, yeah, that threw me off. Sure. Of course. Okay, sure. Mm-hmm.
Yellow Springs? What's significant about Yellow Springs?
Okay. So we're gonna go into our trending topics because I don't have a Black-owned business spotlight. We're going to that. All right. So our first trending topic. Oh, I have a video for this one. I'm excited about it. Sorry, too excited. We're gonna play. If you haven't seen it, the Black Panther trailer. Stand by. It's military term, sorry. Gonna play the trailer.
No man, no cry. No woman, no cry. Hey, little darling, don't shed no tear. No woman, no cry. Good friends we have and good friends we've lost along the way. In this great future, you can't forget your past. So dry your tears, I say. Everything gonna be alright.
Juan said we getting fancy. Yeah, so Black Panther, it'll be out in November. What y'all think about the trailer?
Should be good.
I'm excited.
Should be good.
Daniel said it looks pretty boring.
Hey, Daniel.
He's white.
Oh, I just talked to somebody and they told me they're planning on wearing all white to the movie premiere.
Why?
Why?
Black folks, I don't know. In mourning, I don't know.
He said explain. Adrian, explain.
Explain what? What am I explaining? All I said was it looks pretty good. I don't know what I'm explaining.
Child. If anybody knows me, they know I am a Black Panther fanatic. So I went to I don't know how many times I went to the theater to see the first one. It was ridiculous. It was insane. I was obsessed. But I'm excited about this one, especially since Chadwick is gone and they're celebrating his death in the movie. So that's pretty awesome. I think it's gonna be pretty awesome. Adrian, you sent us a clip. I was a little irritated by what was his name?
Dr. Boyce Watkins.
Dr. Boyce Watkins, yeah. I'm like, did you watch the trailer? Did you ever see did you know about the comic? Like, did you understand? Like,
No,
how did you get that out of that? I was like, why?
I sent it to ruffle feathers because it was like, because that's just the messaging that they're putting out there. But for
explain to the viewers that
All right, yeah. So for people that are not watching, Dr. Boyce Watkins basically comes out and says that they're changing, Black Panther, which is supposed to be about the empowerment of Black men, to the empowerment of Black women. Ain't no Black men in this next movie. So he's talking from that sense. Now, for people that haven't watched the comic, there was a time when he got sick, which of course is what it seems like they're portraying to, and the sister actually does become Black Panther for a while. So I don't know if people know that. I don't think they probably would have jumped that far ahead until, you know what I'm saying, until this tragedy happened,
he died,
right. He died, but it's like, okay, we're going to transition. We're not just gonna jump right into a new Black Panther. We're gonna transition. So, of course, we know people are jumping on that bandwagon, like they're demasculating Black men by having the Black Panther turn now to, a woman. But in actuality, in the comics, that happened when he got sick. So,
yeah. Carl said, I'm gonna just say this: why do we need sequels to a movie? Just leave the past alone, please. People have to eat.
Didi, stop.
It's based off a comic book, and they have.
So I guess you didn't like Iron Man. You don't like Thor. You don't like Avengers. You don't like. It just need to be one. You don't like what's another Star Wars, Harry Potter. I mean, you name it. Any popular movie pretty much has a sequel, just about.
And like,
but these are based off comic books, and they have
right. You got to. It's not.
They have
sequel,
sequels.
It's
a continuation of the storyline. And then also, when you're talking about a sequel of a movie, so people like really crack me up that have never created something. When you create something, that's not just that one thing. You build on that. A creator is going to always create things. So when it's not like this is it and that's my finished product. Most of the time, you have more thoughts in your head and you keep going with that. So it's not like if you've never built something from scratch, I don't think you really understand that. It's not that easy to just like, oh, I'm done with that next. It's not that. It's just not that easy. But anyway, I digress.
Carl, when you
I'm excited.
On the show?
He ain't. He just gonna keep talking shit in the damn comments. I'm super excited about that because I just can't wait. I can't wait. So we're gonna move on to this other trending topic. What did he say? I came off the comments.
Never.
You should always want to know the history of something to actually exactly. That's the problem. Everybody jumps to conclusions about things without researching. I'm like, you got the internet right at your fingertips. You can look up anything you want. But they'd rather just read a meme and assume.
It's like, yeah, Dr. Boyce, Watkins, you so right. They played us. Yeah.
I was like, huh? Say what now? Child, bye. I got time. So, I got notes for this next hot topic. So the next hot topic, there was some back and forth going on. I don't even really know how it started, but it was about colorism in Hollywood, which we all know exists. And it was specifically related to KeKe Palmer and Zendaya's Hollywood rise to fame. And particularly saying that Zendaya kind of gets more, she had an easier role. She gets more recognition than KeKe Palmer, even though KeKe Palmer has way more accolades. Just she's done so much more and for so much longer. So one of the I'll read some of the stuff that's been said, and then we can discuss, how y'all feel about this whole colorism thing, which is just so ridiculous. So it said, I'd like someone to do a deep dive on the similarities and differences between KeKe Palmer and Zendaya's career. This may be one of the clearest examples of how colorism plays out in Hollywood. They were both child stars, but their mainstream popularity is very different. There's somebody else said KeKe's net worth is $7 million and Zendaya's is $20 million. KeKe has been a mainstream success since her career began and has put in substantially more work. She should be one of the highest paid entertainers in the game. So yes, it's colorism. And then KeKe responded. She said, a great example of colorism is to believe I can be compared to anyone. I'm the youngest talk show host ever, the first Black woman to star in her own show on Nickelodeon, and the youngest and first Black Cinderella on Broadway. I'm an incomparable talent. Baby, this is KeKe Palmer. I've been a leading lady since I was 11 years old. I have over 100 plus credits and currently starring in an original screenplay that's a #1 film in the box office. Nope. I've had a blessed career thus far. I couldn't have asked for more, but God continues to surprise me. So what do y'all think?
Once again, I'm with KeKe. I don't even get the comparison because
I know that. First of all, I love KeKe Palmer.
Hold on.
I'm lagging. Adrian, you go.
Lagging.
You go, Adrian.
All right. Yeah, I don't understand the comparison because I mean they both doing their thing, and they making it sound like KeKe not doing her thing. Like she just was on Good Morning America. Like wasn't that or one of them shows? Right? It was good. No, whichever one.
Yeah.
She was brought on to be on the show.
Right, like top television show, morning show. Like she's been doing her thing, like she said, for a very long time. She's had a full career at the age of 28, I think she is. So she's been around for over 15, 16 years. And she's been in a lot. So sometimes I don't understand why people do that. You know what I'm saying? Because they both have been in hits. I mean, I guess it helps Zendaya because she got into Spider-Man, right? But we know when you get in Marvel, that's a whole nother stratosphere once you cross over to that lane, you know what I'm saying, and get in those comic book movies. We know that's another lane.
But I think that's kind of like the that should be the topic. Like how KeKe's been out here this long, and why hasn't she been offered those types of roles? It's the colorism thing. Like if she wasn't chocolate, she probably would have been in all types of shit like that.
But who are we to say that she wanted to be in it? We don't know.
No, she definitely would have.
I mean, I'm not saying she wouldn't have taken it, but
even just to be offered,
was she trying to be in it? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes stuff isn't on your radar, and it's like, oh, but yeah, if you get offered, like heck yeah, but if it's not on your radar. I don't know.
How many dark skin other than Black Panther have you ever seen a dark skinned woman in a Marvel movie?
And Captain Marvel.
Who?
Captain Marvel, her best friend was dark skinned, and she actually was just in the Doctor Strange movie as well too, and she was who was she?
In this
Captain Marvel. She was Captain Marvel.
Did he say Storm is dark skinned?
I mean, if you call Halle Berry dark skin or
good day. So, good day, Daniel.
What I hate about
what you hate
Let
about
me know if I'm freezing up. Am I freezing up? Can y'all hear me?
You look crazy.
You look real crazy. Blurry. We hear you.
What I hate about this conversation is Zendaya. Zendaya has said that she would not be where she was if it was not for a KeKe Palmer.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So I hate how it like the comparison comes, but colorism, is it not working? Colorism is definitely a real thing. We know that in real life and in Hollywood. And I feel like we can't fix it. Like whenever it comes to Hollywood, like the powers that be are the ones that are enforcing it. But if you look at, you have Yaya Shahidi, you have like you're gonna have Zoe Kravitz, you're gonna have Zendaya. Like those are like the three, and now you have Lupita Nyong'o. But like that's like the four black pop people, black women you're gonna see like in something new. But it's been that way for so long, and I really don't know how to change it. I don't know what the answer is, but yeah, it's definitely an issue.
Yeah, I don't. That's just what sells for them.
I mean, I guess for me, like and this is just me, and it could be also because I'm just not that hip to Zendaya, but for me, you take her out of Marvel, I can't see anything outside of Marvel that she's done that's so far above what KeKe Palmer's done.
Zendaya's done Euphoria. I mean,
Euphoria.
Where they came from, like in their childhood with Nickelodeon, Disney, like that comparison. But up until like Euphoria is like has a huge following. Like I watch it and my daughters watch it. And I know like I don't even watch Marvel movies. Like the only Marvel movie I ever watched was Black Panther. I don't watch anything else, but
me too.
I've just been knowing Zendaya for a long time. Of course, I've been knowing KeKe Palmer for longer.
It just seems like KeKe has to do so much more to get the same accolades for Zendaya doing such a small amount of things.
But I feel like they're in two different lanes because Zendaya still does kid stuff or younger, where KeKe is kind of transitioning to adult acting.
What's the age difference?
It's only a couple years.
I don't even know what their age difference is.
I think Zendaya is like 24, 25, something like that. But she's typically, when she plays, she still has been playing kid roles for the most part, except for the one movie. And you remember the one movie that she did with Denzel Washington's son, and they was basically calling him like a pedophile and this, and that, and the third because
he's 25.
And he's like 37. So people was like, oh my God, he's like 12 years older than her. Like, that's so nasty. Like, it's acting, and she's an adult. Like, what are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we talking about? I don't know if y'all remember that movie on Netflix. What was the name? I can't remember the name.
You don't remember? You don't? Do you? I don't think it was Malcolm and Marie.
There you go.
I didn't watch it.
It was different. So toxic. It was so toxic.
Yeah.
It was like 2 hours of fussing, fighting,
a toxic relationship.
Have makeup sex. It was horrible.
Yeah, it was like in the behind the scenes of a toxic, people in the public eye, toxic relationship, basically. That's
okay.
what
Yeah.
it really was kind of showing. But
Yeah.
I mean, it was cool. But I mean, that's the only movie that I can really think about that she's done that's been adult like. Everything else she pretty much does is for the younger crowd. And that's why I say I feel like KeKe's like transitioning to the adult side of the movie house and not the kid side anymore. And that could be it. Because she could still pass for somebody that's 17, 18, in a movie. But we know how it goes. Some people like, man, I done that. Like I'm trying to be an adult. I'm trying to be in a movie as an adult. I'm trying to transition as an adult.
I don't think I've ever watched anything that Zendaya's been in ever. I just know she's in it, but I've never watched it.
Yeah, that's why I say the only things I really know is Euphoria and the Marvel movies that she's been a part of. Outside of that, like that's why I said I don't know. I can't see where she's done so much more than KeKe. Like, I haven't seen it,
and that's why
KeKe
right. And that's what the issue is. Like, how is Zendaya getting all of this, all this clout, all this money, all this extra stuff for this little bit of work and this little bit of time? And KeKe been doing this for forever. It's got to be colorism. Like, there's no way.
Yeah. That's what it is.
It's crazy. Yeah. Yeah. And everybody look, and I think anybody that has watched KeKe, seen an interview, just anything, you just love her. Like, her energy is infectious. Everything about her is just likable. It's just like she got to work so hard just to get the recognition. It's crazy. Yeah, that Hollywood. And you know what the crazy part about this is? Like, the Black community is probably the worst at it when it comes to colorism. I remember when I first started managing my artist, and we were doing a video, and he was looking for a video girl. And he was very adamant about the girl being light-skinned. I'm like, why? That's just how it is. Just gotta be. Why? Like, I don't understand. Like, back in the day, like, you had all types of different chocolate girls and videos. It was a mixture of girls. It wasn't just, it had to be a light-skinned girl. I was just like, wow, that's interesting. Yeah, I don't know. But everybody in Hollywood, if you ask me, all them girls look the same. They all got the same body. They all look the same.
I definitely hate it. It's always bothered me. Like, it's ridiculous.
Yeah. So, but we love KeKe. We're gonna give KeKe her flowers. I wish, one day maybe she'll see this. We love her. And we hope that she get to catapult her career even further than it has been. Like she said, she continues to be blessed regardless, and she gonna keep getting them coins.
Right.
So, have y'all been watching the track and field world championships?
I've seen clips of it.
I watched, I'm a track and field, fanatic. That was my sport. So, wait a minute, Daniel, shut up.
Pay good money for that body. I don't know who we're talking about.
Because I said everybody looked the same, got the same body in the industry. Y'all know Daniel crazy. Anyway, them bodies on layaway, baby. They paying payments. You hear me? So what was it? I think the 100 meters, the Jamaican women, they swept first, second, and third place for the 100.
Oh, I did see that.
Yeah. And I think the U.S. men swept 100 in the men's 100 meters. So.
Before we move on, I just want to say this too. Zendaya made over $10 million for the Spider-Man movie. So there it is. Anyways, all right. Go on to that. I had to look that up because I'm like, I know that's going to be the real difference. So yeah. So her playing in these Spider-Man movies, each movie she's making, because her net worth is $20 million and KeKe's is like $8 somewhere in there, right? but she making 10 million freaking Spider-Man movies. So, yeah. Anyways, all right. Sorry about that. Yes, I was watching.
Yeah.
I loved it. You know, especially track and field, man. We do our thing out there. You know what I'm saying? People of color just run it. Like,
Oh yeah.
I mean, outside of just even the U.S., just people of color. Period. Like that's just what it is, man. So it's just a beautiful thing to watch. I was so shocked. The women 100 relay for about 100 because our women actually beat the Jamaicans. I was shocked. I just knew they was.
They beat them by
second place.
like less than a tenth of a second. Crazy.
Yeah. So
now this right here, this touches my heart. The 100-meter hurdles, because that was my race. It was my thing. It's my shit. That's lightning fast. 12. Listen here. That's crazy. Boy.
So, I was loving it, man. But I was shocked with the guys. Like the guys was like killing it. They didn't do in the relays, but yeah, I was shocked at how many medals that the guys won. Because the women typically do their thing. You know what I'm saying? Especially lately, guys been like so. They'll win here and there, but like they was dominating like the women was too. So,
and then the guy, I think I can't think of his name, but he broke Michael Johnson's record.
Yep.
Yes, indeed, he broke the record.
And that's been how long they said it's been standing? 20
something years.
Because he did that in 96, right? So
them gold shoes on.
Yep. So yeah, that's crazy. So like 27 years or so.
And then shout out to, let me see, I don't know if I can say her name right. It's the Ating Mu.
Oh, something like
Ating Mu. Yeah. Shout out to her. 800 meters under a minute and 58 seconds. She's from Trenton, New Jersey. That's where my people from, right across the bridge from where I'm from. Shout out to her repping Trenton. They show out for her in Trenton, like they rep for her all day long. So
a lot of the women from New Jersey, which is
lightning fast.
Because Sydney McLaughlin, she's from New Jersey. Then AJ Wilson from New Jersey. So Ating Mu from New Jersey.
Oh yeah, she sure is. They was
Delilah, she's from New York. Delilah Muhammad's from New York.
Them folks out there showing out.
But yeah, they was killing it, man. We enjoyed it. So yeah, we watch it.
You know who I'm happy not out there?
Your girl. Talk about her. That's your girl. That's your girl. That is your girl. You was riding for her.
At first, but then I remember when we talked about her again and she came back talking shit. And I was like,
told
you have to prove yourself. You can't talk shit and not show up. You can only talk shit when you show up.
She couldn't even qualify.
I'm so happy she did.
She got skull drugged.
So happy.
And this is what, honestly, man, it makes me sad because also there's a lot of women that was deserving more of what she got and the money that she got on the endorsements. But, for us, sometimes it seems like you either got to be squeaky clean or extremely controversial. You know what I'm saying?
Ass.
Right. And it's like, oh, it's cool. But because why? They know a lot of eyes is on them. So it ain't even about the skill set. It's about the eyes and the attention. You know what I'm saying? They know she has polarizing fans. So it's like, I'm just going to ride with her till the wheels fall off. No matter how wrong she is, we still riding with her. But
all publicity is good publicity, baby. When it comes to marketing.
As long as them Jamaicans is running, she going to be sitting right there on the time.
Baby. And you can't talk shit to them.
Well, actually, because she couldn't even beat the Americans. So
right. Listen, that damn Shelly Ann Fraser Price is a problem. Amen. And shout out to Otto Bolden for liking my pictures on Instagram. No, I'm sorry.
Adrian, did you see that Brittany Reese is gonna be coaching at Gulfport?
She gonna be coaching at Gulfport?
Yeah, she's starting what do you call it? Long distance running team.
She's starting a long distance running team.
She's gonna
Really?
be.
Long
She's
distance?
gonna. It's gonna be the first one in the. I think in the public schools.
Okay.
But yeah, she's a coach
Yeah, cause
in Gulfport School District.
I didn't know that. Big ups to Brittany Reese, long
Yeah.
jump champion, Olympic gold.
Hey.
She Olympic gold medalist and
I-
national bronze. She got a few under her belt. So yeah, shout out to Brittany.
All right. Well, shout out to the world champions. Moving on to the next level, breaking records, doing what y'all do. Appreciate y'all. I miss running. But we're gonna go to this last trending topic, y'all. Drena sent me this, and I was like, hey yo, she's still with this dude? Cause ain't no way. So this guy wrote a post professing his love to his woman, and it went viral. I'm gonna read what this man said to his woman. He wanted her to know that he loved her. He said
he wanted the world to know.
Oh, he wanted the world to know how much he loved her. My bad. The world to know. You're not the most beautiful woman. Neither are you the most intelligent woman. But like I've chosen to never find perfection in anyone else, I put my gaze on you, and with that commitment, we will mold ourselves for ourselves. Our perfection is our commitment. Stating that you're not the most beautiful or intelligent might sound like it's not a compliment, yeah, but it's a realistic base for real love. Acknowledging that my woman isn't the best, but I'm not looking for the best. I was looking for you and I found you. There's no best. There is just someone you choose and see the best in them. This to me is the real love. Not the one that consoles itself in the faux reality that their partner is the most good looking, most intelligent, most successful person in the world. That's disingenuous and doesn't give room for love to thrive.
I would have untagged myself immediately and blocked him. What? Take my picture down.
Text that shit to me. Don't embarrass me in front of these white people on this internet. Don't do that.
Oh.
Huh?
Why would you do that? Even if, listen.
Just don't bring it up. Just don't bring it up. If you don't think I'm the most beautiful, don't even mention my looks. Don't mention none of that. No.
Like,
this is not how you profess your love for me.
Of course, she's not the most beautiful. We get it. Of course, she's not the most intelligent. Okay, but why would you tell her and the entire world that? That's crazy.
He was keeping it a buck. That's how he felt. That's how he feels.
You can tell her that. You could tell somebody. You could tell me that personally. Why would you tell? Why would you post this? Like, this is something positive to post.
He was keeping it 100.
He don't like her.
He like her.
No, you don't.
Ain't no way.
He said that's that fake stuff. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
That's something you tell your homies. Like, yo, she ain't the most beautiful. She ain't the most intelligent, but she, you know, that's my boo. Like, that's something you talk to your homeboys about. You don't tell the lady that.
No woman wants to hear that. Nobody. No. Woman wants to hear that.
That's like me saying, I mean, he ain't the best sex I ever had. His penis ain't that big. It's all right, but, you know, I love him. I'm not going to tell you that. Jeez. Oh, my God.
Hey, man. I don't know.
It's not good. It is not good.
Like, yo, he did not read the room. Know thy audience.
I mean, you know, that's how he felt by his boo. I don't know.
the person who reposted it said, I can't believe a man posted this on the World Wide Web for all to see. Girl, run far, far away. Man, you know how embarrassing that is?
I mean, yeah.
Child, couldn't be me. I'm cussing his ass out. Blocking his dumb ass. Get your stupid ass out of here. We're going to put that on the internet. Really? Come here, Robert Earl. No.
Right. He wouldn't say that about his mama. He would never say that about his mama. If you want to say that about
ugly bald-headed self. Men always got the audacity. Mama looking like they looking. Cut it out. All right. Well, that's our last trending topic, y'all. We're going to get into our main topic. Okay. All right. Here we go. Main topic. The first main topic. Go ahead.
I was going to say, can I say that shooting that happened in Vegas? I mean, in Dallas at the airport? The lady that was shooting at the airport. Did y'all hear about it?
I think I saw it. I think I saw a little bit.
She has mental issues. She has been in trouble before and couldn't withstand trial because of her lack of mental capacity. But she told the police that she was married to Chris Brown. But
that was the same lady?
Yeah. When I saw that it was a black woman, I was like, no. I was like, girl, why you did it to us? I did not expect it to be one of us.
I didn't know that was the same incident.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was her.
Yeah. She said she was Chris Brown's wife. I know that's right, bitch. Think what you want to think.
She was giving the police his address. She knows his address. She's given when she's been arrested before. She's given the police his address as her residence.
Hey, do you, boo? Look, I don't know. Women's crazy. I done told y'all this shit. They know it's crazy. All right, y'all. So I was watching some podcast. I know I'm a podcast junkie, and I thought this was an amazing question because I don't think we've ever asked it or there's ever been a topic of discussion to actually come up with an actual standard for Black people. Like, when do we start to impose a standard as Black people? For example, can we marry before we carry? Can we create a family so that we can actually create wealth? Can we set realistic goals where we're not all thinking we're going to the NFL or going to be a rapper? Can we break the cycle of poverty? Can we teach ourselves some type of financial literacy without blaming the white man? Can we get out of the mindset of surviving and get into thriving? Can we make better choices so that maybe we can change the way that our next generation looks at things and views things and moves through the world? Is there somewhere we can set a different standard? Because right now I feel like the standard is for boys, screw as many women as you can. Fuck it, if you get them pregnant, oh well. Just don't marry them, because that's a lifelong commitment. Not that having a baby is one. You can go and be a rapper because everybody can rap, and then you can throw a football or shoot a basketball. You're going to be in the NFL or NBA, so don't worry. You don't have to think about anything else but that. Focus on that. Or you could just sell some drugs. Like, can we figure out a different standard to teach our children so that we can change the standard of Black people?
I think we're all doing that now. Well, I think we are. I can't speak for everybody else, but I think more people in our generation are thinking about that and trying to teach our children better than what we live through.
I think that one thing about our community, right, is we like things that glitter and gold, right? We like the shiny things. And so as long as acting shines, playing sports shines, entertainment basically, selling drugs, these things shine. Long as those things are what's at the forefront of the community, that's what people are going to want to do, right? Some people come out of the womb like, you got to play sports, you got to do these things. And so a lot of people feel like that's the only way out. And if that's what you think and that's what you see and that's what you taught, then that's how you're gonna, see it. So I don't really see it changing, to be honest with you, because that's what we focus on. It sucks.
Yeah. And I also think that there's a very hyper vigilance in the Black community on sex. Like that is such a huge, like an important thing. Like, oh, they're gonna do it. Oh, ain't nothing you can do about that. Like sex is so important at such a young age that nobody really thinks about the consequences of it until it's too late. And then the excuse is always, oh, well, I was young. Well, can we have a conversation about that? Can we change? Can we be in our kids' business? Can we not give them so much freedom? Can we set a different precedent to where, no, I don't give a damn what you talking about and what your friends doing. I'm going to be in your business. Not on my watch. I don't care how much that thing tangling down there. Figure it out. Lock it up. You'll be okay. Why is it so important that these sexual desires are satisfied? And there's just zero discipline put around that. It just seems like
I'm all up in my kids' business.
Child. That's why mine's 25 and she still ain't got none. Who? Baby where? Bitch, girl.
I'm all up in it. I'm all up in it. All up in that business.
I refuse to let my child make the same mistake that I did. No, you're not doing that. We fixing this right now. We stopping this shit here. Oh, they just boys and it's not an excuse. Men will be men. No, not real men. Not real men. But it's like it's so many people that are just surviving. Like they really just aren't willing to make any sacrifices at all to just do a little bit better. Not even, you don't have to do a whole bunch, but just a little bit better. Like you hear people talking a whole lot about what they want to do, what they're going to do, but they don't ever do it. The execution is lacking. People, you would just be surprised. You listen, you're not about to talk my head off about these plans over every day. No, if you ain't doing it, I don't want to hear it. Because people say how busy they are all the time. Okay, busy doing what? Because you ain't producing shit. I need you to be productive. I don't need you to be busy. I need you to be productive. I need you to see the fruits of your busyness, your labor. What are you busy doing? Right? But there's no standard. We still blaming the white man.
Of course.
Because the sacrifice to do something different is just too hard. I don't want to be uncomfortable. That don't feel good. I don't want to do that. This over here easy. I could do this easy. I know how to do this. I don't have to make no changes. But yeah, I don't know. But I don't know. I don't understand how the hell having multiple children back to back is easy. I don't know how that equals easy. What? Oh, okay. No. I don't know. I just hopefully we can continue to be the example. I know a lot of great people who are doing great things, who are changing the mindsets and the situations and the experiences for their children, and we are setting a whole generation of people on a different path. So hopefully that'll continue in a larger scale of just our circles of people, and we can continue to break barriers. All right. Actually, this is kind of a segue into the next topic. Do we think the Black community puts lifestyle over family and values?
Yes.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Give me an example.
I'll give you a great example. If you see someone kill and not you, but I'm just saying, especially in our community, we could see someone kill our family member and we're not gonna say nothing. And that's just
Bye,
because
Daniel.
that's been kind of rooted in us. You know what I'm saying? As you can't be no snitch. Like, oh yeah, snitches get stitches, this, that, like how we have come up with these terms, but you could see a murder and won't say nothing because that's just been rooted in you not to say anything. That's one.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's just so many. Cool is more important to us. I mean, you can even remember growing up, right? It's like you make good grades, you a nerd, you a dork. Like you ostracized, right? You looked at crazy because you rather do your homework or you rather, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, what? Like, oh man, you smart. Like it's, you know what I'm saying? Like it's a derogatory term. Like
something wrong with that. That's crazy.
Like, oh yeah, I know, yeah. But you have people that you grew up around, like they mean it, like, man, he's smart, like, man, and you like you know what I'm saying? Like that's supposed to be a jab, like,
Yeah.
but that's how we grow up, right? Especially if you grew up in the hood, like when you start to really think about it, like it really shows me it's hard. It's really really hard to come out of that because when most of the people around you still have that same fixed mindset and you have a growth mindset, you know, it's extremely lonely. It becomes lonely because how dare you want better? How dare you? You know what I'm saying? Like, who he think he is? Oh, he think he deserve better? Man, you from the same place I'm from. That's the whole point. But you can have better. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So it's like, you don't belong here no more. You graduated high school, you graduated college, like, yeah, you don't belong here no more. What? I don't understand why you want your people that become something to not, they don't belong there. Just like, you know what I'm saying? You think about it, like people go back to their neighborhoods. We see it all the time, especially with rappers. They getting killed, they get shot. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like they say, the worst place to go is back to your home neighborhood. Hey Carl, I mean Seashell.
You was gonna say that. Huh? Okay, I'm not doing this today. I'm just not. Okay. Yeah, it's crazy because like if you there's so much value in swag in the Black community. Like, where is this dollar amount coming from? Because I'm confused as to why that's so valuable. Where is it? Like, oh, he ain't got no sweat. Okay, give me how much that costs. Because I need to know how much of that's gonna pay these bills when they come in. Because I wish somebody would have told me back in the day that the nerd that we was clowning was gonna be the one making the bag. Because that's what we supposed to been going to. Because that dude was swag in jail right now. We
It's
swagged out,
crazy.
baby. We swagged out. It's
I
we
mean,
have been
that's
brainwashed.
unicorns. It's rare that you see, the guys that are really popular growing up actually take that popularity and turn it into something more outside of school, which is why we
Mhm.
always see those reminiscing stories, right? Man,
Mm.
I remember when I was, well, what about what you doing now? Like,
Right.
where you at now? What we talking
Right.
about now? So it's sad, man. Like when you really think about it and you see it, like it's super, super sad.
Yeah. Because if I literally sit here, we can all sit here and think when we was in high school, the coolest dude that was in high school, everybody wanted, they probably in jail, got a whole bunch of kids, or ain't about shit.
The coolest dude when I was in high school, he had been in. I think he was like 3 years late graduating.
So this is my nephew. He's 25 years old. So listen, yeah, I hope so
Mm.
because I don't think they're like. I think the problem is that there has been so much bad stuff taught, and nobody really looking at the results of that. Like, what is the evidence of what you've been teaching me? What is showing up in my life that I can show is good for this? Stop! Don't read that. Just don't even. So, because we have a lot of anecdotal things that we say in the Black community, like it's certain things that you just say, you hear, and it sounds good because it's been told you over and over and over and over again. But in reality, when these things happen, when the shit hit the fan, and it's time to really knuck if you buck, you like, oh shit, hold on. I don't know about them. I don't know. It just doesn't add up. But people are really around here living off of sayings, but not actuality in real life.
I think once again, like that's been drilled, in us. All right, let's even take fighting, right? Let's take
Mm-hmm.
fighting. Fighting nowadays isn't something that we can really do, right? Because
Right.
if we get beat up, more than likely somebody want to kill somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like they want to shoot somebody. They can't
Mm-hmm.
say like, "Dang, he got me." You know what I'm saying? Like we run into each other again, I'm gonna get my lick back. But
Right.
for them, it's like we run into each other again, I'm gonna have my gap. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have my gun,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have my knife, whatever you carry, right? And I'm pulling. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? Where and it's funny because I can see other cultures, man, and of course we know they kill each other too, but we also see a lot more with them that they can fight, get up, and walk away. Like,
Mm-hmm.
and that's just the end of it, right? Like, yeah, whatever. Like, I either won or I lost, but I'm living to see another day. That's not something that we can do in our community. It's extremely hard because we know one, like you can't show your face. It's gonna be extremely hard to show your face. So yeah,
Seashells prosperity. We don't know if they were nerds. I don't know. Were they nerds? I don't know.
I mean Beyonce pretty
Um,
much been a star forever.
yeah.
Um,
Beyonce's my cousin.
Does she know that?
Oh, for real.
Does she know that?
does she know that though?
I don't know if she know me, but she's related to us. I have pictures from our family reunion. They performed. Even Solange performed. It was like in
Okay.
1990 something. Girls' Town.
Okay. Hey. All right. Well, Black folks, we got to do better. We got to do better.
We
We
do
got
have to do
to.
better. We
Like
do.
seriously, it's crazy.
Hopefully it happens.
Okay, so the next topic. So I shared this with y'all. This is the topic of the podcast today, and because I'm really getting tired of this conversation or this topic of discussion. I'm just tired of the subject. But I'm gonna leave my response for last. Is this a myth or fact? Even though I said or lack of discipline, are men not designed to be with only one woman? That's what they are? Men not designed to be with? Are they supposed to have multiple women? Is that how they were created? That's how they designed? Is that how they're supposed to be? Please give me your opinion on this.
I don't think they are. I know men that are stressed with one woman, so I don't know how they could be equipped to be with multiple women, but that's just my opinion.
So I guess if you look at it scientifically, I can see. So you see what I said scientifically. I can see why they say men could be with multiple women because our reproductive process, right? There's no wait time for us. You know what I'm saying? We can go right back into the multiplying stages. Um,
That'd be
so
crazy.
that's why I'm starting off with the scientific. So if you look at it from that standpoint, then I could see how you could come to that. Now, I'm gonna piggyback off what Drena just said. Me personally, when you're doing it the right way, I think it's hard enough to please one woman, let alone trying to please multiple women. I ain't got the time, I ain't got the patience, the nerves, all of that to deal. Well, first off, I mean for me, and I can only speak for me, the whole juggling factor, right? Like that means I gotta remember lies. You know what I'm saying? There's so much that go into that. Like, I ain't got time for that. Like, I ain't got time to be trying to memorize a lie that I'm telling, trying to tell myself in my head and remember it. And she come back like 3 months later, like, and somehow the lie come up, or you know what I'm saying? And now I'm like, oh yeah. And she's like, hold on, you said you did such, and now I'm like, I don't even remember, you know what I'm saying? What I said. I ain't got time for all that. You know what I'm saying? So but to each his own. You see people in relationships where they honest about it and they living their best life, quote unquote. Hey, that ain't my life. I'm not trying to please multiple women. That is just way above my pay grade. I don't
A
know
lot
how
of
people
these,
do it.
a lot of the men that talk about this and say, "Oh, well, that's not like that's a Christian thing and that's been forced on us, and that's not how it's supposed to be." A lot of them men ain't pleasing the woman they got. So how you expect you want everybody to know you trash out here? You want everybody to know what you're working with? Why? You're not good with this one person. Focus on that one, and then you can talk about other ones.
Child, listen. So I just get irritated with the whole men are supposed to have multiple women. It's in the Bible. Like I just get so tired of people picking and choosing what they want to take out of that book. I'm over that part. I'm over the lack of discipline when it comes to men because I'm like, okay, so every single man on this planet should be dying inside right now if they can't have multiple women, if that's how they were designed. They should be losing their minds. Every gay man, every married man, like everybody should be in uproar if that was how men were designed to be. How about we just take accountability and say that we are unhealed in a certain area? There is something that is sexually wrong with me that I cannot, that if I see a woman that is attractive, I have to put my penis in her. Like I have to do it. There is something wrong with you. That like there, we all see attractive people all the time. That doesn't mean we have to sleep with them.
True.
Like it's not. There is no like. It's just insane to me to
or even
think
tell
that.
them that we want to sleep with them. Like you can just see
Right.
somebody and just okay.
Like, oh, he fine. Oh, she fine. Oh, like it's okay. There is something broken in you. It is not normal for you to feel like you literally have to have sexual intercourse with every human being that you find attractive. I just don't look clinically. Hold on, goddamn. Hold on. Clinically, you can see that. That is a master's degree in counseling. Master's degree. Clinically, psychology. There is something wrong with you if you think that you were created that way. Go heal that, sir. Go heal it. Go heal it. And if you're using entertainers, athletes, and money to dictate whether you should be able to sleep with that many women, child, I got a couch over here. Come on, come talk to me. Let me see what happened. Let me see what happened. Because 9 times out of 10, it is textbook that you were molested. It's textbook. Something's wrong. But I'm just tired of that conversation. I'm tired of men acting as if this is a rite of passage and you just have to be with several women. How about just be single and sleep with whoever you want to sleep with? It's real simple. Like you actually can just do that. It's okay. But trying to force somebody in a relationship with you while you go do what you want to do is insanely disturbing. It's disturbing. That's all I'm saying. But yeah. Yeah. So that brings me to another topic about these men children, the man child. Because they use money. So money gives men access to a lot of women, but doesn't give them access to the one. For example, Future has a lot of baby mamas, but seems like he don't have no one to love. Because we hear it all the time, like, oh, well, he got the money, he can do that. Okay, but I mean, it's easy to sleep with a lot of people when you got money. That's all she wants. That's probably going to be all she's going to want is the money. Y'all think these fools got love?
But do they? I don't know if they're like emotionally intelligent enough to even know what they're looking. You know that's what they're really craving, not the attention of all these different people. They really need to be loved like the right way. But I don't know. We're talking about Future, so who knows? I don't know.
Well, that was just an example. It don't have to be Future. Even Nick Cannon. Like, look at all these women he's sleeping with.
I think we talked about like Nick Cannon, Drake, and Future. Like all of these are like men who probably didn't grow up with all the options of all the women that they wanted, and now they just have the opportunity. So it's like, oh, I'm finna get it all while I can. So I don't know.
Yeah, because Future ain't cute at all. So you can imagine what he used to look like. Oh, Jesus. And then Drake was a lame cornball.
You know, he had that mixed kid haircut. You could tell. You could tell
the floaty.
You could tell when the mixed kid, like, you know, they being raised by a white mama or a black mama. You could tell.
Come on, nephew. Come on, nephew. Drop them bars. Money will give you access to women, but does not secure the one. It don't. That's how Future lost Sierra. We don't know what the hell Drake got going on, child. Because that baby mama, he got Lord help him. And, child, boy. But that gives them that sense of like they're the man. Like I got money, so I could do what I want. And at the end of the day, they're gonna be sitting there lonely. Look at the baby. Same thing. He just running through women, making babies, just because he got money. Because his little ugly self, ugly self, would never be able to bag nobody looking the way he looked if he didn't have money or who he was. Ever. Ooh, child. Yes, nephew, you ain't
Elon
lying.
Musk.
Because Elon Musk looked like somebody killed him and he came back to life, honey.
Right. He got like 6 kids himself too.
Right. That money. Terrible. Terrible. Because, I mean, look at like, well, back in the day, like you got Biggie Smalls. Who? Why? How?
Puff Daddy. Puff Daddy has never been.
Never. With that mouth. Yeah. You got money, you can get whatever you want. Look at what's the little boy name? What's little Kodak Black and little Uzi Vert? Like seriously? Child. Okay. Next topic. Explain why your last relationship didn't work without blaming your ex. Drena, you go first.
I realized the path I was going down was not the work of the Lord. So I got out of that quick. I was like, oh no, I can't stay here.
Can't take that. That ain't it. Nah, that ain't it. Drena, you gonna have to say something else. That's that good Southern Christian way of saying he was trash. And nah. So that's still not on. You ain't on not a lick.
Okay,
So
I got involved with someone, and I guess I wasn't sure on what I wanted, so I was too eager to go along with what it was that they wanted. That like I let them lead, and when I realized, I was like, "Oh no, I can't stay here. This is not where I want to go."
You know what? Hold up. I'm gonna show her how to do it, Dee, and then we're gonna let her come back and do a redo.
Okay.
Because you once again, you still not taking no responsibility for your choosing in that situation. You still he wasn't leading you. I let him lead. What? Okay. So, in my last relationship, it did not work because I wasn't being the man that I was built to be. I wasn't being myself. I wasn't leading like I was supposed to. I wasn't taking ownership in that role of what it was for me to be in the relationship. And that's where it definitely went wrong. And I definitely understood that. And then when I understood it, it was way too late because I had set a precedent that I could be ran over. And so as me trying to get the power back, it was too late because I had relinquished the power as far as the man role in the relationship. So she didn't respect me as a man. And it was because of me. It was because, that's not something that I set in the beginning. And so as I realized that it was a problem, it was too late. So it was me, you know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't who I was supposed to be. And I wasn't, I was just letting her do it. You know what I mean? And I didn't set the tone for the relationship of what it was supposed to look like. So I take onus of it. So no matter if she was crazy, no matter what, like I didn't set the tone. So it was on me. You know what I'm saying? So that, Drena, is how you talk about yourself.
I feel like that's what I was saying.
Drena, no.
I feel like I got into a relationship. I was not sure what I was looking for. And I was like, okay, I'm going to rock with this. And when I realized, hey, this is not what I want, even though in the beginning I didn't know exactly what it was that I wanted, I realized I don't need to go any further because this is not leading down the path that I want to end up on.
See, ladies and gentlemen, this is why I don't listen to none of that role stuff.
Well, you want me to say why
Well, I'm just saying
my
because
last one
Drena just gave you a great example of I'm kind of owning it, but I'm not gonna own it.
I am owning it. I got involved with somebody, and it wasn't like there was no clear idea set of what I was looking for, what I wanted from him, what I required, like how I wanted to be loved, any of those things. I was just like going along with it. And it was one of those things where we were hooking up and then it turned into like, oh, now we're dating. Like we never set any like boundaries or rules on it. And then once it got further along, I was like, this is not what I want. But that was like the best of his ability to provide. And I'm like, I don't want that. I'm sorry I got into it and I wasn't clear in the beginning.
See what I'm saying? Didi, go ahead. Because she's still like,
I don't know what you want me to say.
No, it's really like
I got it. Maybe she'll hear it when I say it.
Okay.
I'm gonna take full accountability.
Okay.
For why my last relationship didn't work with my son's dad, even though he's fucking psychotic. I take full responsibility because I was being reckless in my choices and in my behavior. I wasn't of a clear mind. I was drinking too much. I was moving in a way where I didn't require anything. I had zero expectations. I was just out there living my best life and not realizing that there were consequences to me living my best life. Whether I spoke the things to the person that I didn't want, it didn't matter because my actions were not matching up to what I was saying. I was still moving in a way that was out of order and it just wasn't going to work. So whether he did what he did, it didn't matter what he was doing because what I was doing was going to for sure produce a baby that I did not want because the way I was moving. I was in the clubs, I was drinking, I was just being reckless. I was doing shit that I shouldn't have been doing. And I chose to sleep with a man that I shouldn't have slept with and produce a baby that I did not need. And that's how. And then I found out after the fact that I probably shouldn't have chose that person because we went through hell and high water, and I take responsibility for my part in it. I was abusive. I was violent. I was reckless. I was mean. I was ornery. I was just not a good person when it came to that relationship at all. And I learned a whole lot about myself then, and it was necessary because now I am who I am now. And I'm a much better person, and I'm not like that anymore. I don't treat people like that anymore. It was not cool. And that's it. No matter what he did, what I did was about me, and it had nothing to do with nobody else but me.
There it is. And the only reason why I'm on you about it, Drena, is because to me, and this is me, and then this is I can only use my experiences, people I know around and experiences like. Once you realize, like, okay, because of course we can sit here and say all the bad things that they did, right? You know, that your ex did. We can sit, it's easy. But when you sit down and look yourself in the mirror and say, like, yo, you know what? This is what I did wrong. You know what I'm saying? And what you did wrong might not have necessarily been the demise of the relationship, but for you to own your part that you put some pieces in there for the demise of the relationship, it makes it a lot easier when you're going into your next situation because you're taking self-accountability. And that's what we have to do if we really want to be in a real relationship. Because one thing we know, every person can't be bad, right? I mean, because I'm pretty sure everybody done been with somebody. Well, I haven't, but everybody, most people have been with, you know, people that are now married, right? And fruitful relationships. Whereas, and so you know what I mean? So you got to see like why we didn't mix. It couldn't have just been them. It had to be you somewhere in there why y'all didn't make it. You know what I'm saying? And so you have to start owning your piece, even if it's a small piece of, you know what? I should have demanded more. I should have communicated more. I should have said things, and just owning that. Like, I let him run over me. Like, if that was what it was, like owning that and knowing that I should have been a different person for this thing to work or had the possibility of having a chance. It can't just be, man, I just meet some crazy people. And that's what a lot of people say. And I'm just keeping it a book. A lot of people like, I meet crazy people, but then you'll see that crazy person after you fall in love, get married, and have a family. So you're like, okay, are they really that crazy? Or it was something that I triggered in that person to get the crazy. Could be that. It could be that they are crazy. Could be you just bring the worst out of them. It could be, but you still have to look yourself in the mirror and say, this is my piece in this. And now that I know that, when I go into my next situation, I know to be different.
And also anything that you go into, whether it's a relationship, friendship, business venture, anything, at a certain point in there should be something that you can take out to say, I could have done better. There's nothing that you go into that you're 100% perfect. So just something that you can go in and say, I could have did this better. I could have did that better. Small tweaks, 2 millimeter difference can make a big change.
So I guess what I just was not clear. I didn't make it known what I was looking for in that relationship. I didn't even, I got into a relationship and I didn't know what I wanted it to be. I was having fun with somebody. We were having good sex and it just turned into like I didn't set any boundaries. So it's kind of like you, when it got to the point where I wanted to end it, he was like, whoa, like you never said any of this stuff before. And it's like, well, because I'm just realizing that I didn't want, it's not what I wanted. It's not going where I wanted to go. And I'm not going to be happy. So I have to like get out of it. So in a sense, like maybe I led him on by thinking, for continuing on and thinking like, oh, she's cool with this. And then it was like one day I'm like, this is not what I want. So what I took from that when I left was don't get into another relationship until you can explain clearly what it is that you want from your partner.
Are y'all still friends now?
No. I mean, no. No,
see, so if that was the opposite way, that could be looked at as a form of manipulation.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, oh, yeah, I
didn't
didn't have
man. Because think about what
a man did that.
If a man did that
like,
same thing.
You did all of this, and now you telling me. Yeah, that's pretty.
And
toxic,
I apologize because I realized that I'm like I apologize for making it going along with all this for so long, but this is not what I want. It's not.
Drena, I thought you said it wasn't no good man down there. You had one ready. He was
ready. He wasn't good.
Hold up, no, right. She's saying what he was doing wasn't good. She just was going along with it.
Yeah, I was just going along with it because we were having fun. But fun is not what carries a relationship. Like, fun is when you don't have any responsibilities. And then
okay. So it was fun. Okay, so when you started to get to know him, like the relationship you like, oh no, this is not gonna work for me. Like this is
right. But I was never I always had examples of what I wanted, but I never I guess in my mind, I was just like, oh, well, if the two people are compatible, they can have fun, they can make it work. And then as long as we're going, it's like, oh, no, this is not going the way I thought it was going to go. This is not what I wanted. Even though I never told you what it was, that what I wanted. So, yeah.
Boy, I tell you, women, boy, y'all. Whew, boy.
Well, that's a good segue into the next topic. So, Drena, what are you actively doing to make yourself available?
Nothing. I'm not doing anything.
Looking to date.
None.
not doing anything.
None.
I'm not doing anything.
She just wants somebody to magically fall out the sky in her lap and be like, "Oh, he good for me, yay!
It would
Let's
be
go and
good
do
if he
this."
was like the Amazon delivery guy. Then
See?
we'll probably meet because they come to my
Oh my
house like
God.
every other day. Every other day.
You know what? I can't.
See what I'm
You should
saying?
go on the Kendra G show, her single show.
Oh, that's not the
Drena ain't
pineapple
trying
show.
to.
That's the other lady.
Drena ain't trying to be in no relationship.
I'm really not.
See
Oh,
what I'm
okay.
saying? She ain't
Not right
trying to
now.
come.
Why not?
I don't know. I guess I made up in my
toxic?
mind. What?
You
What did
What
toxic.
did he
say?
say? He said he toxic.
You toxic.
I made up in my mind that I wasn't gonna get like seriously involved with anybody till my children were gone. Like
Oh,
I have a
okay.
whole plan.
Okay.
3
And
more
how old is
years.
the youngest? Okay. Okay. Well,
She
that's
it's
fair.
4 years. 4 years.
And where you gonna find this man at in 4 years?
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm moving away.
Where you gonna
And
move
how
to?
I'm
old?
leaving
How old will you be in 4 years?
40.
Lord.
Drena?
Drena. Talk to it. Talk to it. Whew.
Does my age matter? It's not like I'm not having any more children.
That yes, it does matter. It matters. Drena. you need to start dating, Drena. And you don't have to be. It doesn't have to be serious right now. It can develop into something serious,
But you got to get your reps in.
Like
you
yeah,
got to
because
practice.
you can't. But the thing is, you cannot. And no, dating is really like an exercise. You can't like just jump into it and think that you're good at it if you haven't been doing it. Because you think you're great don't mean somebody else gonna think you're great. So you got to get some trials in there. Like you got to go on some dates and fill out the market and see what's going on. Because this thing is a little different now. A little different.
Hey man, you're gonna have to get
I'll
them
work
reps
on it.
in because I'm telling you, I mean, hey, you might get lucky, and once again, the first guy you go on a date with, it might be great, and y'all go into happy bliss and all that. But the realness and the likelihood is you're gonna have to kiss a few frogs, baby, to find your prince. You feel me?
Yeah.
So you might want to get some reps in and practice.
Uh,
Yeah, and I think there's such a heavy weight to be serious. Like people don't know how to date. Like they really just go into a relationship. Like actually date.
yeah.
Like get to know people. We don't have to be exclusive because I like you. Like,
Right.
Let's
to
figure
know
that.
somebody. I think that's big. Like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people. I don't. What does having an Xbox or a PlayStation 5 got to do with dating? I mean, I don't have one, but I'm just
because
saying.
they be on the game all day.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe it was something more underlined than being on the game all day. Okay.
People forgot how to date or court or whatever. Like they just don't know how to do it. It's all and you jump like you like me or we together.
Right.
Whoa,
that's what a lot of people do. You know what I'm saying? Like it's very important to date, and meaning like just to get to know people. And it's like no pressure. They dating, you date them. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then let it grow organically where y'all both kind of like, all right, like this thing look like it's going to the next level. Let's see where it go. But like you're gonna have to date. I'm telling you that right now. You're gonna have to go on some dates. You ain't finna yeah.
Because I tell my daughter this all the time. I'm like, stop expecting people that you just met to be your man only. They existed before you met them. Like once you date them, you get to know each other, see if you're compatible, and then you give yourself like 30 days to clear up your baggage, and then you go into the exclusive. Like you can't just expect somebody to be exclusive with you because you like them.
And you
Like,
can't
that's not
expect
even
like
realistic.
vice versa. Like you saying, like, okay, here it is. Because everybody, I mean, especially I'm pretty sure the type of guys that she's gonna like, vice versa, right? They ain't just sitting in the house like not getting no attention. You know what I'm saying? Just because y'all happen to meet and they attracted you, you attracted to them, like they not just gonna be sitting there. So it's like, okay.
Right.
And then y'all just met. So it's like, okay, we went out. Oh, I'm feeling her. Y'all keep going out. Oh, I'm feeling her. Like, oh wow, like I like her. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me see what the business is here. But like, if you think that you like the only person just because he asked you out is crazy. And that's just
Right.
like for a guy. Like, I would never think that a girl is just super single in the house chilling if I had
Right.
asked her out. Like, she's attractive. I'm sure people are knocking at her door. You know what I'm saying? But the whole point of it is if we really want a relationship, right? Like, and we feeling each other, we eventually get to that point. But like, we have to stop with the expectations. Like, people ain't out here living. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I got friends like that. Man, he went out on a date with somebody else. Y'all only been on one date. Like, he might have
Right.
had that date scheduled even before y'all went out. Like,
And ask questions. Stop being so
yeah.
scared to ask questions. Ask them. Are you dating other people? How
and
many
be
people are you
and be
dating?
open to them saying yes.
Yes. Like, it's
Because you know
okay.
what I'm saying? Like, because some people is just like, oh, you dating? Like, you dating other people? Because they ask and they're honest. Like, yeah, I go out on dates. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely dating because I'm in the market. I'm
Mhm.
looking for someone. Like, and you
You
shouldn't
might
hold
make
that
the cut.
against them. Like, you know
You
what?
might
I'm
make.
done. I ain't going out with you no more. What? Why?
Yep.
That's crazy.
Yeah. There's moving on to the next level. Next, you have to heal yourself first. Yes, or the energy will be brought. Look, it's folks out, and that definitely comes with healing because people are out here dating unhealed. So when they come across somebody that's dating other people, that triggers something in them. So that jealousy kicks in,
Mm-hmm.
and they like, "Whoa, hold on, you. It ain't just me." Like, no, it's not. Calm down. It's okay. But I mean, it's hard out here because the expectations are so ridiculous, and people are really scared to have real, honest conversations. It's okay if you have a conversation with somebody and they do not tell you the things that you want to hear. Maybe that person ain't for you. It's okay. On to the next. Like it's
You
just
got
I
to.
don't know.
You got to. And you definitely one piece. You gotta heal. You definitely gotta heal first. I know I didn't give people a chance, looking back at it, and because of previous relationships that I didn't heal from. So
Right.
any inkling that I thought that I saw that person in
Ooh.
them, it was a wrap. Like, you
Mhm.
know what I'm saying? Like, I was
Over.
immediately cutting it off, and it's just like they like, why? Like you
Yep.
mad about that, and you just like, yeah, and you would take something so little to the extreme just because of your previous situation, and you don't
You
even
ain't
really
breathing right.
realize
You
that's
breathe
what you're
like that
doing.
nigga. You breathe like
Yeah.
him.
Mm-mm. Yeah. Oh, she said, you know what I'm saying? Oh, she said the same exact phrase to me, like,
Uh-huh.
and it could have fit. You know what I'm saying? But it was just you. You remind me, and I can't. Yeah, I couldn't move on. So I had to take a step back and realize, like, okay, you got to figure this thing out if you want a healthy relationship, because otherwise you're gonna anything that someone does, you're gonna jump at it feeling like, oh, they like the last person. In
Uh-huh.
actuality, they weren't, but I just wasn't healed yet.
Yep. Drena, we need you out here in these dating streets, baby.
Right, we're gonna have to set Dreen up.
She gonna be the next speed dating
Right, we're gonna have to get
contestant.
you and Daniel on here together.
Oh God. Daniel, a tough one to break. I don't know about that. All right, we got one more topic, y'all, and then we out of here. What is the thing people miss about you once you are no longer a part of their lives? What is that thing?
I think for me, I think one thing people miss about me is the realness. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care what it is that you got going on in your life, what you're doing, how much of a baller you are. I will never ever be a yes man.
I know that's right.
You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna always get it, the realness from me when we talk. And so, sometimes you know, you have yes men in your life, right? That's gonna tell you what you want to hear. But then when you need somebody to give it to you straight, you ain't got that no more. Because sometimes, and this is a key. Sometimes people think straight talk is hating. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes people get that confused. Where they think you hating on them. It's like, nah, bro, you asked me, so I gotta give it to you. You know what I'm saying? I gotta hold you accountable because I would want you to hold me accountable too. But we realize that some people just can't take that and they don't like it. And so then when you lose that, you realize like I needed that. That kept me on my square. So yeah, I think that's what people kind of miss. It's kind of one of those love or hate it, but you know where you stand with me. You know, I'm gonna tell you. And so we're gonna just keep it a buck with each other. Set that precedent, that tone. I don't have the ego, you know, but I love you, so I want you to be as best as you possibly can be.
Facts. What about you, Drena? What they miss about Drena Dreen?
I think that really I think it's I've always been a good listener and like very comforting, and people um have always been drawn to me to just come tell me whatever they got going on. But I think that's what I find, like if you get a phone call from an ex or something, like they just want to like pour their heart out, like have somebody to listen to them, like an unbiased opinion, I guess. But I think that's what it is from me.
Okay.
I've even had exes like their current girlfriend, like if they've going through it, like they'll try to call me and I don't know what it is. Like, girl, listen, don't call me. I don't know. I don't know. If we were friends, I would have told you not to do it. But yeah. Anyway.
Child. Red flag, red flag, red flag. Look. I think for me it's because I'm super reliable. Like no matter what it is, I'm if you need something, like I'm always there. Like if my phone ring, if you call me, if I don't answer my phone, I absolutely just don't want to talk to you. Because I always answer my phone. Always. I don't care how busy I am. I'm just a reliable person. If you need me, I'm always there. And I'm super busy, but I think I'm super reliable and I'm really, 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 really dependable. If I say I'm gonna do something, it's done. You ain't gotta second guess it. You ain't gotta you ain't gotta follow up with me. It's going to be done. Period. And that's probably why Bank of America paid me so much. Because it get done. Yeah, I think that's what it is. But the funny thing is, I can't think of too many people that I've encountered that don't have access to me still. If you don't have access to me, you did some real shitty shit. You really did something really bad to me that you don't have access to me anymore. And if you don't have access to me, you feel that.
Yeah.
You really feel it. Yeah. So I don't like me and my ex-husband still cool. Even me and my daughter dad, he's a piece of shit. But he still got access to me. He's still a piece of shit though. But yeah, you gotta really have done something really bad to me for me to cut you off. So yeah. Yeah. But yeah, that was a great show. What do y'all have going on for the week? What y'all got coming up? Adrian, we still waiting on the book. I'm just saying.
See, I keep it behind me.
Oops. Hold on,
It's coming. It's coming, man. It's coming. It's coming. I've been so worked up, man, that I'm so serious with work and the baby. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, because I had this whole plan of rolling it out, and I may just put it on Amazon first because it's ready there. And I may just put it there and then just kind of, sell it off my website as well too. People can buy it. I'm thinking about just going and doing it, and I'll do my plans later on because I'm tired of sitting on it. And by now, I mean, it's getting to the point where in October, where it was supposed to originally drop, it's about to be a year. So, which is crazy. So I'm just probably about to do that, put it up there and just, hey, go get my book. It's for sale. It's on Amazon, or go to my website, gentlemancouncil.com, and get it. So that's what it looked like. Finna just happen.
There you go. Sound like a plan to me. So you just came up with a plan.
Yes.
Done. Yeah. Execute. Let's go.
So yeah.
Well, that's late. Okay. What up, Drena? What you? That was. I was like, what?
I'm working on a big event on the coast. I can't say what it is yet. Hopefully next week I can. Today we secured our third sponsor, so I'm excited about that. But yeah, it'll turn into something annual. But I'm excited about it. But that's what I'm working on.
Okay.
Didi, what you got going on? What you got coming up?
So, y'all know I was just featured in the magazine, Everyday Girl magazine, the body issue. I'm gonna put the link in the comments so you guys can go buy it or download it if you like.
Who is the photographer, Didi?
His name is Leroy.
He did awesome.
Damn, what was his last? McDowell. I think this is his last name. Yeah, McDowell. Out of Miami. The body artist is Body Art by Christina Medino. I can't really pronounce her last name. Both out of Miami. They did an amazing job on the photography and the body art. Navon Brown is the editor of the magazine. He asked me to be in the issue. One of the models that's actually in the magazine, who's on the cover, she is a huge model overseas. She's in museums and all other places. If you go look her up, she's crazy. She's a ballerina, yoga enthusiast, like she's out of control. And then the other model is a plus size model. So it was just an amazing issue. If you get the magazine, you read it. It's just a great issue. And I was just honored for him to even ask me to be in it. But yeah, I'll put the link in there if you guys want to go check it out. What else I got? I just actually did a photo shoot on Saturday. What's today? I did a photo shoot Saturday. So I just got all the pictures back from that. It's so many pictures to go through. I'm trying to figure that part out and send them back to him. It's a lot of pictures, but those will be dropping soon. And those are because I have a lot of opportunities coming up to be on TV and in movies and stuff. So I needed to get some professional pictures. I actually need to go study the script that I need to get turned in by Saturday for another movie for a table reading in September in Florida. So we'll see if I get that role. I just submitted a role to be on The Game. I don't know if I'll get it. I don't think I look old enough to get the role. So, but to be Jameson Fields' mom, I don't know if I look old enough to be his mom, but I can't. I'll tell y'all behind the scenes about that because I can't say it out here in public. Why that would be awkward, but yeah, I got that. And then, of course, on Saturday, July 30th, is the Core Queen Abs and Ass Boot Camp. So if you have not registered to do the virtual boot camp, come on, work out with me, 35, 45 minutes. We have fun. I got a DJ. We dance, we twerk, we have fun. We get a workout in. I do raffles. I do giveaways. We just have a good time. Come on, work out with me. If you're not an advanced workout person, don't worry. I have a modifier who will be there with me. She does not work out. So she'll be doing the modified workouts for people who are beginners. So don't worry, but we're still gonna have fun. What else do I have? Of course, y'all know I'll be going to Atlanta August 5th for the Ebony Fit Freak weekend in Atlanta. I'm so upset that I'm going to miss the entire weekend because it's a whole 4-day event, but I'm only going to be able to be there for one day. Because the next day, August 6th, we're shooting the video with Anthony Hamilton here in Charlotte. So we got to come back for that.
Didi,
so we got that.
Did I see you out? Did I see you out with the Omegas this weekend?
Yes, you did. I was out because the Omegas was here in Charlotte for their conclave. My neighbor, who is an AKA, my other neighbor, who is an Omega, they dragged me out. I don't go outside. I was harassed the entire night. Okay? It was insane.
Sure.
Bananas, psychotic, crazy, off the chain. Oh my God. It was crazy. Y'all, the people are crazy. I didn't pay for anything, literally nothing, the entire night. we had a freaking ball. We had a ball. They showed out. Yeah, they were here all weekend. I only got to go to one event because I had my photo shoot. But other than that, we had a great time. And yeah, the Q dogs know how to party, honey. They know how to party. Child. It was a mess. It was a lot going on. Boy, if I was single, child. But yeah, I was with the Q dogs this weekend, honey. But yeah, that's all I got. Other than my annual photo shoot coming up October 1st in Miami. It's gonna be epic. Like I told y'all, I'm terrified, but we're gonna get it done. We're gonna get it done. Gonna get it done. Gonna get it done.
Okay. Oh, since I started my little quote unquote cut, I'm down like 8 pounds.
Okay.
So got about another 6, 7 to go.
All right. Cutting up.
You know,
No grits.
Yes, I'm eating grits.
Oh, you.
Do you eat them every day, Adrian?
Not every day, but I eat grits a lot. Grits is definitely a staple in my everyday diet for the most part.
I like grits.
I eat grits.
I like grits too. Okay, well, y'all be on the lookout for the new podcast name. Hopefully, I'll get the logo done this week. I'll reach out to my girl to get it done. I need some ideas for the logo. I don't even know what to do, but we're gonna try to get it done. Change it up. I'm gonna go on all the platforms, get everything changed out. Instagram is a little weird when it comes to changing your name, so I'll figure that out. But Breaking Barriers podcast will be back next Tuesday. We appreciate everybody in the comments. Y'all share this live. Tell people about the podcast. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Like, comment, and turn on your notifications. We got the numbers trying to run up a little bit. But help us out here, y'all. Let's go. We'll see y'all next week. Thank y'all for joining. Peace out.